Youngling.
Youngling. Okay, so this should be a really interesting matchup. I've actually never seen this before, but I would imagine there's some crazy dynamics going on. So let's hop into it and see how it goes.
Yeah, so Pikmanz obviously the Pika Bussyboi going to be the Youngling.
Yeah. Interesting stage starting off. I think it benefits both characters equally as well, just because it gives both characters space to retreat if they need to with projectiles, and just kind of wall each other out. But
yeah, the big challenge is how well Youngling's going to be able to use the projectiles he has against Pikachu, because a lot of Pikachu's projectiles just end up flanking, so...
Right, and ooh, opting for the high recovery, not going to punish it, that's okay. Still early on.
Yeah, I mean, both of them are still just trying to feel each other up, but...
And that was a really good punish. He said, you know what, the first time you landed with a really high recovery, if you're landing with a down rammer, run away and pivot, and turn around and F smash out of my dash.
Yeah, and he's been opting for a lot of these on-stage landings out of his disadvantage, so
yeah,
Pikman's definitely been doing his best to take advantage of those.
Yeah, it seems like Pikman's Bussyboi just doesn't quite know how to approach, you know? And Pikman's is just kind of being very confident where he's going to see just like that, calling out that high recovery again, but finally going to get that dare landing.
Yep. I feel like the big problem is that Pikman's can approach from an angle that Youngling doesn't really have a good answer for, and that's at 45 degrees from the air, because the boomerang only goes up at about 30, arrows just go straight forward, so there's not really an easy option to stop those Thunder Jolts.
Yeah, and just I was going to mention, that was a really good punish on the parry, like he parried that, his landing again, noticing that he's 90% of the time he's opting to like land with a move, and said, you know what, I'm going to punish you for it, and now we're almost lapping him in percent, my goodness.
Managing to make it back with that up B, but he's got to be careful. He's been pretty aggressive trying to get out of disadvantage, so Pikman's just been giving him the space to press those buttons and just been punishing him for it.
Yeah, and now Pikmanz is just very content to just kind of just force him to approach, because there's no real reason for him to do anything. Oh, wow.
Still able to make it back.
Yeah. Excellent. Has a good recovery, and then F smash out of dash, turning around out of that dash. That was just really good again. We got the drag down, up tilt drag down there.
Yep.
And he actually had the right idea with the tech chase, just didn't do it quite in time.
Yeah.
Are we going to see a 3-stock? Oh, not the cheeky jab. Cheeky jab.
You're at the ledge. You're going to get
Why not?
Oh, there we go. Get the long grab.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't opt to throw him off stage, trying to get stage control a bit, but that may have killed too. I'm not quite sure how strong his back throw is, but...
Yeah. I mean, you see Pikmanz at this point is just like, I know you're going to do something.
Oh my god! Jeez. It's commanding 3-stock.
You keep going high every time, you're going to be catching the thunder sooner or later.
Yeah, you got to mix it up. I would have liked to see Bussyboi maybe like try to stall his recovery with like maybe like an arrow or something.
Yeah.
Or boomerang.
Yeah.
And then up here.
At least put the boomerang like right next to the ledge, so that way it forces your opponent to sit and shield for a moment, giving you a moment to try and get back to the ledge.
Right.
But no, it was just got to up B up as high as possible in order to get past him.
And here we're going to see that cheeky runoff thunder in a second.
Yep.
You're going to get the reverse bear. And then,
Jeez. Even with the bounce off the stage, that was still enough to kill.
Yeah. See, the question is, like, the good thing about it is it's newer players, it's round 1.
Yep.
So anything can change, like these guys can have a different character, just learn, adapt quickly.
Yep.
So I'm interested to see where we go and if there is going to be any character switch at all.
Yeah. Looks like he's opting for the battlefield layout of Yoshi's Sprawl. I can appreciate that.
I agree.
It's the better version of the stage, so let's be honest here. That or the Omega, also a better version of that one.
I agree.
Oh, now they're going to the worst one. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Oh, wait, what was his name in Brawl again? The guy, we called him like, what, was it Scooter or something? Not Scooter, it was
no, Devil wasn't Scooter.
No, like Gooshi. What was it we called the shy guy who like came up to rescue in Brawl? I'm forgetting the name. It starts with S. I'm blanking.
I thought his name was Roger.
Roger, no, you're right. I'm so stupid. Yeah, it's Roger.
Roger.
Whenever you would yell Roger, he would always come up and save you. It was the funniest thing ever. So yeah, we did see a character switch going to Ness. Interesting.
Yep.
Maybe to kind of anti-air him a little bit easier.
Yep. On top of that, has the absorb to deal with those thunder jolts. Like that right there, you saw him trying to go for it.
And just gonna have smash him right in the face.
Big challenge though is I feel like Pikachu can really exploit Ness's recovery, because he's got to sit there, and Pikachu has no problem going down there chasing after him.
Yeah, and you can also throw a Thunder Jolt, and I'm not sure how effective it is against stalling his PK Thunder back to stage, but I believe it can like stun him enough that he won't reach to the ledge.
Yep.
but already off to a much better start. Oh, see.
Oh, that was a risk.
Yeah, and that was really risky. Like, it was really risky too because if Bussyboi was ready for it, he could have just absorbed it and healed for a ton of damage.
Yep.
I'm not sure why he opted to go for that high recovery with Pika Thunder, but
I mean, he was probably dead no matter what angle he took, so he figured he'd risk it on the drift, I think.
you got to catch that again. Just that now, catch him waiting. Bussyboi trying to mix it up, but again, Pikman's just ready for it.
Yep. And Pikachu just likes to jump a lot, so I don't think we're going to see those PK fires coming into play much. I thought he was going to go for a dash back forward smash. That would have been a good combo.
I thought he might have gone for up smash too, because a lot of people panic when they see a move coming out. So that would have been a good move, like throwing upward to box to catch his landing option. Okay, now we see Bussyboi being aggressive.
Really just hoping he was going to land on that platform.
Yeah.
Got to get a little bit closer before he starts charging that one up. There we go.
Nice up smash. Yeah, and only 35% already. 10 times better start than game 1.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't take a single stock in the last game, so this switch definitely seems to
work.
work.
You run into, okay.
I like it when people do that. Not enough people abuse charging smashes anymore.
Yeah, especially you're like, especially if you think like your timing is good enough, that you can punish. You're like, yeah, I can shield and stop it. And you're like, nope.
Yep. Yeah, especially if your character has a small window of end lag on their smash attack. Just change it up a little bit.
Oh, that was so smart of Pikmanz to like not try and challenge others out of would have been stage spike and eventually died for it.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Catches landing. Good.
Yeah. You know what? I honestly I appreciate the weight and not just preemptively throwing out his magnet.
Yeah, he's been pretty smart in when he's using it. He's not just sitting there trying to absorb it whenever a Thunder Jolt comes his way, because that's usually a free punish for a Pikachu.
And honestly, I love that ballsy like down air he did on his move, because it's like, you know what, you've been catching so many of my moves so much, I'm gonna throw out a hitbox and challenge it. I feel better in my timing. I've learned from game 1. Still very doable for Bussyboi. You can't afford to really just be too reckless though. Like, even though you're down in percent or a stock, that's the thing higher players will tell you is, don't force a kill, like let it come to you naturally.
Yeah, I mean, the instant you start straying away from the game plan that has been keeping you alive, that's when you start losing those stocks.
Yeah.
And Pikman's just going up there as much as he can to try and contest this recovery.
And he's playing really patient too now against Ness, I think for the reason... Oh no!
Nope.
And it's going to be a 2-0 and a fist bump.
Yeah.
But then Ness did, he had some interesting ideas, and it wasn't all bad, just execution, I think, is the main thing.